Hey there, all you podcasters out there. This is Timothy Case.
And Brant Wolf.
And you're listening to Tim and Wolf's Puff Life. I finally got that right this time.
Yay!
What this podcast is we do a review on cigars or pipe tobaccos and discuss about smoking life in a sense of cigar smoking and pipe smoking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Today we're actually smoking out of our pipes.
Right.
Brant, you just got yourself a new pipe.
Yes, this is a new pipe that I just acquired on Saturday, just a few days ago, and this is the first time that I am trying it out, as well as a new tobacco blend.
So from the last time you heard us talk about pipe smoking, I talked about how I wanted to get a corn cob. Well, I broke down and bought myself corn cob pipe. Super cheap, about only $7 for it. But it smokes pretty well, and I've enjoyed it. I've actually taken it on more walks rather than my other pipe. That being said, I broke my other pipe.
Right.
So, obviously I needed something to replace it, and therefore I got the corn cob. We got two new tobaccos.
Yep. Yeah.
Brent, you're trying yours actually for the first time. What is yours called again?
This is called Christmas Blend, specially created blend by the tobacco shop that we frequent, and it's quite pleasant starting out here. Seems to have some nice clove, nutmeggy tones to it, some notes that are very reminiscent of Christmas time.
Yeah. And what I'm smoking here is called Captain Black. I got it from local Walgreens, and I got it because it's one of those types of tobaccos you can usually get at convenience stores or at tobacconist, stuff like that, and it's a pouched tobacco. It's supposed to be a black Cavendish with burleys in it, so if you didn't listen to our last one about pipes, burley is supposed to not give off a tongue bite. The only issue that I have with that is that you're mixing it with a black Cavendish, and black Cavendish is notorious for that tongue bite.
Right.
And so I still wind up getting that tongue bite. It's not as harsh as a regular black Cavendish, but therefore it's pretty good. For the price of it, though, I don't know, because I paid $16 for this, and my thought is, if I'm just going to pay $16 for a black Cavendish, I'm going to get an ounce of black Cavendish from, the tobacconist that usually has it a lot cheaper than that.
Right. And especially, $16 for how much you actually got.
Mm-hmm. I only got an ounce and a half in this pouch, which, granted, it's an extra ounce, or extra half ounce than I normally get.
Yeah, which, compared to a tobacconist, is about 3 times the price.
Yeah.
At a tobacconist, well, maybe not quite 3 times, but at a tobacconist, you probably would have only paid around $6 for the same amount.
Yeah, and it's depending too. The one cigar shop, or smoke shop, I should say, that we get our pipe tobacco and stuff from. Theirs is what, $4 an ounce?
4 something an ounce, yeah.
Unless you're getting the really specialty ones, like the flake, or not flakes, but cake ones, where those tend to be
then they're more, but
$6.
Yeah.
Some other places wind up having $8. I know the one down in Salt Lake, Beehive Cigars.
Yeah, that is the smoke shop, cigar shop that we love to frequent. That's where we get all of our tobacco product. That's where we get our cigars from. Beehive Cigars in downtown Salt Lake. They're an excellent establishment, friendly, very helpful, just an overall nice atmosphere, and they have an excellent selection of both cigars and pipe tobaccos, and
they're very knowledgeable too. That's the thing that I really like about them. The other cigar or smoke shops that are near us, or places that sell cigars, some of them know a little bit about cigars, but not a lot, because they're used to the other stuff.
Right, it's not their specialty, and cigars and tobacco is not their only product at their store. But we would definitely encourage anybody who is in the vicinity of Salt Lake to go check them out. They are a great group of people there.
Mm-hmm. So one of the other subjects that we're wanting to talk about today, we're just wanting to make this kind of a short episode.
Right.
I can talk a little bit more about the Captain Black, by the way.
Yeah,
the places
talk about this a little bit
that Captain
more, too.
Black comes from, is made, is in Georgia. Irving, Georgia, I think it is. Oh, no, Tucker, Georgia. I'm always getting the places wrong. But anyway, it's not too bad of a tobacco.
Ooh.
Probably, Brant smoking tastes a lot better than mine. That being said, if I'm comparing it to the last thing I had, or last pipe review that I had, the Carter Hall, I would definitely go with this one more than I would the Carter Hall, just simply because it has more flavor to it. It has more of the earthy and the more tobacco flavors than just kind of a bland taste to it.
Right. Yeah. This Christmas blend that I am currently smoking right now is quite excellent. Very Christmassy. Definitely getting some stronger notes of nutmeg now that I'm into the bowl a little bit more. And just very, very nice overall. I'm not really getting a lot of tongue bite here. That seems to be minimal. Fairly smooth. This is a good winter tobacco blend, I would say. I'm definitely enjoying this.
So, the other thing that we're wanting to talk about is the upcoming show.
Right, give you guys a kind of a heads up of what's going to be next.
I actually started doing research on that, and I'm actually quite surprised of what I was finding out.
Yeah, I've kind of started a little bit too.
What we're planning on doing is a episode on, I guess, the benefits. I wouldn't say benefits. What would you call it?
I would say the misconceptions around tobacco, around pipe tobacco, around cigars. More specifically, the fact that a lot of people seem to think that it's the same as cigarettes and is really, really bad for you. So we, on our next episode, are kind of going to go more in detail on that subject and kind of let you guys know what we've found out, what we personally think, because a lot of people just generally tend to lump all tobacco products together into one big group, and that really just isn't the case. So
that, and I even looked up on the FDA website on it, and it was kind of surprising what the FDA has about it.
Right, and
but I don't want to spoil it too much. I'm getting way too excited.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about it more in our next episode, but that should be a good informational one, and hopefully that'll clear up some misconceptions, if you will.
So right now I'm actually getting a sweet note from my my black Cavendish here, which is really good. I like my sweet tastes to it. I have a sweet tooth when it comes to that. That being said, if you are planning on getting Captain Black, there are other flavors that Captain Black has. They have a cherry, they have a extra bold, which is supposed to be a harsher black Cavendish. So probably just black Cavendish without the burley.
Yeah.
And then they have this one that I got. Where I got mine was, I already mentioned that it was from Walgreens.
Right.
And sometimes Walgreens will have different flavor or different ones, either the Captain Black or the other one that I'm planning on wanting to do sometime later on, called Gold Masters, I think it's what it was called.
Yeah.
And they come in like a shit ton of flavors.
Oh, really?
They have vanilla, they have regular, they have cherry, they have blueberry. They got you set up.
Wow, okay, yeah. Got all the flavors you could choose from.
Exactly. The other things that we were saying, or that I was wanting to get to, is the other shows that are on this. If you've noticed from the last episode that we've done, the company has now been changed to Blue Arrow Media instead of just my name. So therefore, we're actually now grouped into a couple of other things, a couple of other shows that I have.
Right.
Pet Parlor
Yep.
is another one, where I talk about pet care and the bare necessities of taking care of pets or owning a pet. And then later on, there's going to be a nerd show, I'd like to say.
Yep.
This nerd show is me and a group of my friends playing a tabletop RPG, and the show is called Cauldrons and Castles, and eventually you'll wind up hearing one of the ads that we're planning very soon.
Yeah, and then your other show is a political podcast.
Yeah, I'm still working on that one.
Yeah.
I keep on setting it back week after week, but maybe eventually it'll pop up here.
Right, and that is
one's
called To an Extent.
With Timothy Case. So eventually you'll wind up hearing that one. And then again, there's always this one. Be sure to tune in every week. We wind up doing it Sundays and then posting it up on Mondays.
Right.
And maybe eventually we'll wind up doing a live show on Sundays.
Right.
How's yours going right now?
Oh, it's excellent. A very nice, aromatic, wintry blend still. Still getting those notes of nutmeg, clove. Still turning out to be an excellent smoke. I'm really enjoying this. How's yours going?
Really great. It reminds me of a story.
Mm-hmm.
I was going walking the other day.
Right.
So I tried this before this podcast, just to get a basis of what it is, because it's black Cavendish. I mean, I've had black Cavendishes before. How much can it be different in my mind?
Right.
And so I started smoking it. I walked by, and I saw this lady with her little kid, probably 4, 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And she's coming the other way, so I stopped puffing. I might have like a little bit of a puff, or not puff, but smoke going from the pipe. And we just kind of said, hey, how's it going? She was walking her dog as well. I was walking my friend's dogs. And as I passed, she said, wow, pipe tobacco. It smells really, really good. And I was like, why, thank you. Very rarely do I have people be like, oh, yeah, there you go.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, pipe tobacco is definitely known for its more aromatic nature. Definitely you get some very nice smelling, some sweet smelling ones, some savory smelling ones, and overall a lot nicer than, by far, cigarettes, and even better than cigars, which cigars are also a lot better than cigarettes in the aroma. So that's nice that you actually got a compliment on that, and I myself quite enjoy the smell of tobacco pipe, and I know some other people that do as well.
Yep. I do enjoy the pipe more than probably cigars. Like, I enjoy a cigar every once in a while, but that's just kind of my go-to is my pipe, especially when it comes to walking and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I think that's pretty much all we got here.
Yeah, that's probably about it. Not a particularly long episode. Just kind of wanted to give you guys a heads up of
exactly
what's coming up on the show, and just a small little review here.
Oh, and sometime in July, I remember now.
Right.
I'll be out of town, so there might be a couple of weeks when we might have a hiatus. I'm having a family reunion, and they have me do the auction.
Right.
There.
Yep.
I kind of have a weird, or I shouldn't say weird. I should be a little bit more proud of it. A auctioneering voice that I wind up doing. So.
Yeah.